Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. And able to get this out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round. Ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
And the Broncos.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Gain of 3. First down, Broncos.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsay. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Block working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Block now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And they'll begin by running the option. Lock with a quick throw out to Judy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Noah Fant.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry. He just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got by oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Denver, 46 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Rock going to keep this. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Dalton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott. A loss of a
partner
yard.
You see a screen pass,
Third
and the defensive
15.
tackle ends up making the play. You know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by By the time you throw the pass, if not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession. Here on the punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Lindsay, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
16.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
3rd and 3.
Dalton here from the gun. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made by Shelby Harris.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Block off a play action. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll find Lindsey here. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The Broncos first down.
Clock now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
His kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 26.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he returns this to the 22.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At the 25-yard line. The Broncos
onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Locke again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Broncos 29.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dalton, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Spencer. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
Intended for Noah Fant.
Are you touched?
Incomplete.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
40-yard
Respect.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Lock now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's third down and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, and they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
On the play. Brings up
to Dalton now. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
I don't know what the heck he was looking at.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
From the gun, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
By the Broncos.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
We own them. We own them. Exit. What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 57.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, 31 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Able to hit his target, Lamb. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Running with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
The tackle.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to...
This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Locke. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit, but for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, boy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.